everyone. It's your boy Dave.
Yep, boy!
And with me, as always, is the hype man, Shane.
Hype. I'm sorry, I'm looking at deaths right now, so I'm like a little bit less than
So
normal
get hype. AKA the Shane Board. That was a good beat of boop.
Thank you.
Good boops. You did good boops.
I give good boops.
Yep, he does. Only $10. Also with us, he's back. It's the rambling man, Russell.
Hey, yeah, it's me. And the time that I've been gone, I got married. I went to Chicago. We stayed in a little tiny hotel room, which was actually super nice. It was all based on like sports, though, so that was weird for me because you've all heard me talk about sports.
Sports ball.
But it was mostly basketball, so I understood all the references in the hallway.
You get to sleep on like a basketball court, or
No, but that would have been cool. But the bed was like a foot from the other wall. So the bed was against one wall, and there was like a foot of walking room. It was real
Really?
tiny. Yeah, but the shower was large and nice and spacious, which is what I like in a hotel room because, you know,
Hotel activities.
hotel activities.
Yes.
So yeah, we spent our honeymoon in this hotel room in Chicago for a couple days, and then we went to like this weird pop-up pumpkin Halloween thing.
ooh, pumpkin Halloween.
Yeah, it was so that it is like pop-up events in Chicago. Like they do them all the time.
Yeah.
Well, this one was like it wasn't a pumpkin patch, but it was like a Halloween themed primary. Like they had a bunch of photo ops with like different variations of like pumpkin things.
Sure.
And it was kind of cool. It was fun. There's like a little maze, a little corn maze with a secret bar in it.
Ooh,
So you had to like get through the corn maze to find the
Maze
secret
maze,
bar.
if you will.
man,
Yeah.
I would
maze.
never get drunk then. I'm like, where the fuck's this bar? I just get lost in the maze.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. I thought this would be the best place for me to just go off about where I've been.
Yeah.
Yeah, works
So,
great.
So he just like lore dumped you guys his secret mission that we were protecting. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even done. It was a busy couple of weeks. And then, so we went to Chicago, and then after that, on the way to Chicago, we went to Michigan City, and I lost a bunch of money.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was a good start to the week. So
at least
and
no
then,
one broke your window.
Yeah, I had no window breaks.
That's
so that was
good.
good.
Yeah.
Always good.
And then we came back. We took a day off from doing stuff, and then we went to the Covered Bridge Festival.
Oh, nice.
That was fun. I bought a bunch of random things.
Yep.
Did you buy a
as you
bridge?
do. No, I tried though.
Try to buy a bridge and they wouldn't let you.
No, they wouldn't let me. I was like, "Hey, how much is this bridge?" And they were like, "What are you talking about?"
We're not selling the bridge.
But it's a festival.
It's a Covered Bridge Festival. Everything's for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can buy children 5 booths down. No, you can't.
Nope.
Not here anyway.
Nope.
Maybe in Texas. So
Nope.
Well, it's Texas.
Nope.
edit in where I said toys after children.
Toy children?
No, children's toys, Dave.
Oh. It's really confused.
Yeah.
This is a weird episode.
Yep. And I haven't do the second AKA yet.
No, you haven't. Remember that. So then after Covered Bridge Festival, we went to the zoo on Saturday.
Nice. I love a zoo.
Yeah, the zoo was fun. I saw a lion,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
and he was mad because the lioness was locked in a cage, and she was making noises, and he couldn't get to her. So he kept doing this, not like a roar, but he kept doing this like almost like he was like trying to cough up a hairball. It was super weird.
Huh.
Yeah.
This is mating bark.
Yeah, like sort of. It was a weird like mating call thing, and then she would do it back, and then it would do it, and then she would do it, and it was cool.
And you sampled
It was
it for
interesting
your
to see.
beats.
Probably why she was in a cage.
Yeah, I imagine so. I don't particularly like zoos, but it was free. It was given to me.
Yeah.
Tickets were given to me.
You own a zoo?
So we went. No, not the zoo.
Oh, the zoo wasn't given to you.
Although I did also try to buy the zoo, Dave. And
It's a little bit out of your price range.
they told me no.
Oh.
And I was like, well, what about just one giraffe? They're like, where are you gonna put it? It's like,
Backyard.
In the backyard.
There's plenty of trees.
Yeah. It would be really cool. Like, go out on the balcony, pet the giraffe.
Yeah, feed it some
Give it
carrots.
some carrots.
Yeah.
Do they eat carrots?
I think so. They'll eat anything. Popsicles,
Email
hot
us.
dogs, corn dogs,
DraftyQ@gmail.com if you know what giraffes eat.
popsicles, breadsticks,
Did you say pizza?
pizza sticks. They only eat stick form stuff.
Oh. I mean, you can like take a pizza and like roll it up.
Yeah, pizza stick.
Yeah.
They might eat that. Yeah. I've also seen a rhino. I've seen 3 rhinos.
Nice.
Pizza
I haven't seen a rhino in a long time. It's been a long time since I've been to the zoo. So I like forgot what it was like to see all these crazy creatures that I never see on a regular basis.
Yeah. We
Forgot
see
what
like
animals look like.
Yeah.
deer and like dogs
10
and
years.
cats and squirrels, but that's like it.
Yeah.
I keep seeing bald eagles, and I want to know
All the time.
what message the country is trying to send to me. I'm not sure what it is, but they need to stop putting the bald eagles in the middle of the road because I don't want to hit one.
Yeah, I think you have to like unalive yourself after you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
you have
as a
to.
U.S. citizen,
It's
it's required.
Yeah.
I saw like 15 buzzards on the side of the road the other day. There's a deer. There's like 15 to 20 of them. I'm like, dear God. Dear God.
I think that deer went to its dear God.
Oh, I fed some birds.
Nice.
So they have
Did you
in one
buy
of
that?
the aviaries that you go in, you can get little cups to feed the birds, and the birds will come land on you. They'll like land on your hand. So I like had one bird. He's like trying to get the cup out of my hand.
Yeah,
And
he
she was
wanted
like-
all of them.
Yeah, when we went in, she was like, "Be careful! Don't pet them if they land on you, because they'll bite you." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And so I had one bird land on me, and he kept trying to steal the cup. And I was like, "Don't!" I kept moving my fingers down. I was like, "Don't bite my fucking fingers!" Like, so I didn't know how bad it was gonna hurt,
Yeah.
or if it was gonna hurt at all, or if it was
Right.
just gonna be like, "Meh." Like, so then I was like looking away, and I was like talking to Cassie, and then another bird came over and landed on me, and I was like, "Ah, I have 2 birds."
Excuse me, miss. What do I do with 2 birds?
What do I do?
Yeah, I like immediately just thought it was illegal or something. I was like, why? Why do I have 2? There's so many kids out here with a cup and no bird.
Excuse me, sir. You're gonna have to
police.
come with us. You're hogging all the birds.
I would be zoo police now.
Have I ever told you guys? Have I told the story about punching the goat on the show?
I don't think so.
I haven't told the goat punching story.
You've told it to me, but I don't know if you told it to me in the show or not.
Okay, so when I was, because if I didn't get arrested for punching a goat at a zoo, I don't think you would get arrested for having 2 birds while
I don't
no one
know.
else had any.
That was more heinous of a crime.
I mean, it doesn't. It sounds like I committed a crime, but wait for the story, okay? So I was at a zoo when I was a kid. I was little. I was like 6 or something, and
Good punching age.
yeah, good punching age. And there was a petting zoo area, and you put like a quarter in like an egg machine, and it shits out some food. And I was trying to feed this baby goat, and I kept going over to this baby goat with some food in my hand, and this other goat, this grown-up goat, would run over and like push the other goat out of the way and eat all the food out of my hand. He was just like, rah, and get it all. And I was like, stop it. I'm trying to feed the baby goat. And he didn't understand because he's a fucking goat.
It's a goat.
He's like, you keep biting it, I'm going to keep eating it.
He understood. He just didn't care.
Yeah, he didn't care. So like I did it like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, all right, I'll fix you. So I went and I was like, Mom, give me another quarter. She's like, why? That other goat just give me another quarter. So I get some food, and I go over there, and that goat comes over, and I'm like trying to feed the baby goat. This other goat comes over, and he's like about to fucking get to my hand, and I'm just like, bam! He's like, ugh! He ran off, and everybody's just like, what the fuck? Why'd that kid just punch a goat? And then I'm feeding the baby goat, and my mom comes over like, what are you doing? He wouldn't let me feed the baby goat. He was being a dick. All right, we're going to go.
We're going to go now before the goat police show up.
Yeah. We were running from the zoo police. I probably still have a warrant out for my arrest at that zoo.
Yes, there's a picture of you, goat puncher, the big cross.
Yes.
Oh. That's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
My two birds that were on me, like, both wanted to eat. So then they started to, like, fight while they were on my hand. It wasn't, like, super bad. I thought it was going to get worse because they were, like, one would put his head in and they'd be like, nah. And then we'd pull his head out and he'd be like, meh. And then he'd put his head in and the other one would be like, meh. And then they just, like, kept doing that for a minute. And I was just like, birds are going to fight.
On my hand.
And then another bird showed up and
Fucking
refereed.
terrifying. Dude.
A black and white striped bird shows up. And it just like puts its wing in the middle and it's like, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
So the one
Bird
bird
MMA.
The one bird eventually got sick of the other bird's shit and flew off. But then that bird, like, I gave it the cup and everything and still would not get off my hand. Like, I probably could have just brought that bird home.
Nice.
He, like, would not. I kept having to, like, throw my arm up. Like, I was trying to get him off my hand. And on, like, the 13th or 14th time I've done it, he finally, like, flew off me. And I was just like, what the fuck?
You liked your hand, man.
Yeah, he liked you.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You're that bird's wife
poop
now.
on me. So is that bird's wife?
Yeah, that's it.
I was thinking it
weird.
was like, I won. I'm staying. This is my land.
This is my land.
Dude, and this branch keeps swinging around. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, so the zoo was fun. They did like a zoo at the Boo at the Zoo is what it's called at the end of the night, where they have like this DJ and a party and stuff like that.
Huh.
Yeah, lots
Like-
of adults drinking, which was something I never thought I'd see at the zoo. But apparently the zoo is lit now.
Every zoo does that, and they've always done that.
Oh, have they?
Yeah. We used to trick or treat at the zoo when I was a kid, every year. And I'm pretty sure they served drinks for the parents.
Did the gorillas give good candy out?
I mean, there weren't, like, you couldn't see any of the animals. It was weird. Like, there's no reason to be there at
To be
night.
there?
Like,
That's crazy. They they have this thing in the middle, and it's just like this support beam, and it goes. There's like several support beams, but there's orangutans that can crawl up the middle and just like hang out at the top freely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like all out in the open. And I was just like, the shit I've seen on Reddit. Orangutans are fucking scary.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why are we this okay with orangutans just like hanging out?
Yeah.
And she was like, Cassie was telling me, she was like, well, the little things sticking down, if they try to climb down, they'll get electrocuted. And I was like, yeah, but I'm almost positive he can make that jump to that cord over there that isn't an electrical cord. And it's like a support cable and like get down here and like murder 13 people. So like,
Maybe even 14.
yeah, dude, you don't know?
Yeah.
Depends on how many of them are kids.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Orangutans get out all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're smart bastards. Like,
Yeah.
it was crazy to me that he just like climbs up the middle of this thing because like the middle of the thing he can't get like out of it. It's like basically like square pole,
Yeah.
and he like can't get out of it. But when he gets to the top, he's just like out in the open and free.
Mm-hmm.
And then that thing leads down to like his caged area and stuff.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Did you go look at the orangutan, like,
Their like habitat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There was like 7 orangutans in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 of them were all like cuddled up in one corner, just like sleeping.
Yeah.
And then the other ones were like out doing stuff, like having fun. The tiger I seen was super lazy. He like
Nice.
didn't move the entire time.
I love a lazy tiger.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I went to the San Diego Zoo, there was a cheetah there, and that's when I learned that cheetahs have emotional support animals. They have this one had a golden retriever in its cage with him.
Yeah.
It's his pal.
Huh.
They're
And
like nervous or something.
Yeah, they get real nervous, so they
Yeah.
have emotional support animals.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And because I remember, like, they had this big rock, and the cheetah was sitting on top of the rock, and underneath it was kind of like hollowed out. It's like a fake rock.
Yeah.
There was just this like golden retriever passed out, and then just like sound asleep. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
It doesn't like eat it. Like
no,
that's
they're
weird.
buddies.
It's weird. They
Yeah.
had the warthogs and the porcupines together.
Mm.
Like they just like shared a cage or habitat. They're fucking cages. As I started to say earlier that I'm not a big supporter of zoos because I don't like the idea of the thing. But
Yeah.
I had free tickets.
Sometimes
It's gonna
it makes
be
me
there
sad.
Yeah, I was mostly sad, but I was intrigued by a few decisions, like the porcupines and the hedgehogs together. I thought was funny.
Yeah.
Or not hedgehogs, porcupines and warthogs.
Yeah.
I was amused by that because I imagine the warthogs like don't fuck with them.
Right.
And then there was a small kid that kept yelling Pumbaa at the warthogs.
And the one's like, "Oh, you caught me, kid."
Yeah.
Like, thanks.
Yeah, it was funny.
You want an autograph?
Kuna Matata, whatever. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Tired of you.
That's pretty much like the highlights from the zoo. And then I spent the next 2 days after we were done doing that playing Marvel Snap. Because I was like, I am tired of being places.
Yeah.
Dude, I played so much Marvel Snap.
Yeah, we should not talk about it because then we're going to talk about it the whole episode.
Yeah, no.
Also,
you can check out my TikTok where I will have highlights from some of my games soon.
Yeah.
But probably by the time this is out.
Okay.
Sweet. AKA WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah. Let's start the show.
That was a good pre-show.
Oh my God.
This is the DQP Weekly.
How deep are we? We're like 40 minutes into this show.
Only 20.
20.
Yeah.
14 after edits. 10 after Barry goes, I don't think you should say this.
Barry will keep everything I say in. Because Barry loves me.
Just the
Yeah.
intro parts, because like cut everything out.
I misspeak sometimes, and then he's like, hey. I'm like, thanks.
This is the DQP Weekly,
Yes, it is.
where we talk about news, movie news, trailers.
Mhm.
Talk about trailers sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Video games we talk about sometimes.
Not today.
Not today.
I mean, I did play the Modern Warfare campaign a little bit.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that comes out.
Yeah, that
This
comes
Friday.
out this week. So by the time this is out, multiplayer will be out. Or if you
Gonna
didn't
have
pre-order
to-
it, like the whole game will be out.
Yeah, gonna have to take a break from Snap.
Yeah, I don't get to play a lot this weekend.
Same.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that sucks. I don't have anyone to play with. Damn it. Play next week.
Yeah.
I'd play with you if I
Sad.
could.
Do you play the Call of Duties?
I haven't played in a very long time.
The Duty of Calls? Oh,
But
We
I
need to
will.
get you better internet.
Please.
yeah.
Please give me a
There's another
donate.
side of the basement.
Internet. What's that?
There's another side of the basement.
Oh, shit. Can I move in?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we're going to have to finish it.
I
It's
don't-
just
that's fine.
bare concrete.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll give him like half a subfloor and
I mean, just
like the
finish it as much as
2x4
mine.
part.
It's just like carpet and like some paneling, like get some like 1x2s and anchor those to the concrete and then put paneling over it and say it's done.
I
get
do hate that they
paneling?
didn't put a subfloor on the side of the basement that you live in. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
not
know.
even that hard.
No.
Like,
It's whatever. It doesn't leak or anything.
yeah.
That's wood. That's not wood. This is.
Got
So
some
is
wood
this.
for you.
Yeah.
Oh! What do we have first up, guys? And headlines, right? Correspondence.
Correspondence.
I forgot what was first.
every
I
week.
know.
Every week, guys, I send them a breakdown of what the show entails, like, and they just like ignore it. And like, Dave's supposed to be the fucking host, and he's just like,
Sorry, I forgot what you were saying.
"What's next?"
I'm trying to make this show like, free, like jazz.
Freeform.
Not
Yeah,
scene
freeform.
Okay.
All right. Well, we got correspondence.
Yeah.
This comes from Zach, longtime listener, multi-time emailer. Love Zach. He's so supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know him, but I love you, Zach.
First of all, congrats to Russell and Cassie on getting married. Thanks, Zach.
Yay.
Woo! Woo!
You can tell from the wedding photos that there is a lot of love between you two.
Oh.
Aw. I think that you will handle the married life just fine. but if you ever need advice from an old married guy, don't ask me. I have no idea what I'm doing. You're full of Zach, or you're full of Zach. You're full of shit, Zach. You've done great. And then he continues to write. You guys have talked a little about the show Lord of the Rings of Power. Very little. So little. So after finishing the show, I wanted to share my thoughts. I'm a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings universe and the world that Tolkien built. I wouldn't call myself a Tolkien expert, but I do know a lot of the lore. In my opinion, the Rings of Power completely tarnishes the works of Tolkien. Amazon ignores the established lore in favor of making up its own lore that it then forgets. The writing is abysmal, as a majority of plot is either meaningless, based on happenstance, or only there to provide the audience with a twist. A twist that nobody with a brain believes.
What a twist!
What's a twist? Everyone in the Rings of Power has teleportation powers, as characters will cross thousands of miles between episodes and magically know where they need to be. There is some made-up lore about Mithril, the elves, and the Three Rings that makes no sense if you think about it for more than 2 seconds.
Oh boy.
Galadriel is completely unlikable and acts like a petulant child for the entire show. By this point in the lore, she is already considered one of the wisest elves to ever live. This is a show with $1 billion budget, and the only thing impressive are the visuals. The only way to enjoy the show is to completely turn your brain off and have no previous knowledge of Tolkien's work. I could probably write another 10 paragraphs on why this show sucks, but I've taken enough of your time.
Oof. Damn.
I watched one episode, and I was gonna keep watching it, and then I forgot it existed.
Yeah, you watched House of the Dragon instead.
Yeah, it's better. Well, it's more adult, which is more entertaining. That's how I should say it.
Yeah, $1 billion budget. They did spend it all on the special effects. It would appear, as far as I can tell, they didn't spend it on writers or directors. So
I have heard that from several people. I've not watched it yet, but
yeah. Just from the episode that I watched, I wasn't super into it, but I was like, yeah, it feels like somebody else writing Lord of the Rings. And then everything I've seen about it, as far as like people that have actually watched the whole thing, has been, fuck the source material, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, like, they sort of did that in Lord of the Rings trilogy, but they did it way more, I think, in The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Turning that into 3 movies and focusing on the wrong stuff. So, like,
yeah.
It's not really new. And, like, I mean, every time they adapt anything, we bitch on this show about how they fucked it up and it should have been the way it was written.
Yeah.
But
from my understanding, the Lord of the Rings movies gets forgiven so much because they at least tried really hard to, like, keep the theme and the tone and, like, the idea of a lot of the stuff. Whereas, like, The Hobbit, I feel like gets trashed most of the time because they were like,
let's just make this exciting.
What's a tone?
Yeah.
What if we shoot this in, like, cameras that will make everyone sick to their stomach? Well, not everyone, but make people sick to their stomach. And how
shoot? You mean animate?
Yeah, animate. Yeah. Shiny. So many shiny moments in The Hobbit. It's weird.
It's pretty shiny.
And that's what fucking the first episode, like, that's why I thought the first episode looked more like The Hobbit than it did Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Because I think Lord of the Rings got away with a lot because of practical effects.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for emailing, Zach, and thanks for the congratulations.
Zach, I appreciate how big of a nerd you are about things, so keep emailing us.
I also appreciate it. I don't know you, Zach, but
bitching about bad adaptations and stuff, I love it.
Yeah.
I am also that guy.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You love everything.
That's funny.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Because you don't like most things.
Yeah, I hate everything. But that was it for correspondence?
That was it for correspondence. Are you guys ready for some news?
I'm only ready for 2 of those things.
Yeah.
Only 2 newses? I
Yeah.
got 5 newses and headlines today.
News?
Yeah, news. So up next is headlines.
Headlines.
And first off, I have some time news. Doctor Who is moving from BBC America to Disney Plus in November of 2023, just in time for the 60th anniversary specials.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask if you had seen that.
The special?
No,
Oh, that was moving?
Yeah, that it was moving to Disney Plus.
I've just seen it today.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Yeah.
because I have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I don't have BBC America.
Right.
And ever since BBC took everything off of Netflix, I haven't really watched any BBC stuff other than the Doctor Who stuff that I pay for on Amazon.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That was time news. Up next is money news. Batgirl was just the beginning.
Oh, God, yeah.
Warner Brothers and Discovery to write off a $2 billion loss in content for Q3. $2 billion loss
Yikes.
Yes.
in Q3. That's not even the whole year.
They better get audited. That's all I'm saying.
Dude. If they don't. Which the SEC is complicit, so not like it fucking matters. But
Well, the IRS, like, man, audit somebody that actually has the money to pay their fucking taxes.
Yep.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was money news. Up next is future news.
Future.
Huge announcement here. Confirmation of our show's predictions and ability to read between the lines.
Yeah.
It has been officially announced that James Gunn and Peter Safran are set to lead the film, TV, and animation divisions. They will officially be co-chairs and co-CEOs of DC Studios.
Yes.
Money, please.
Yeah.
We'll take our money, please.
Yes. Fucking pay us for telling you to do that like a year ago.
DC Studios is a new division, which will replace the DC Films division.
Hell yeah.
So some restructuring going on here.
Did you put the related thing on that?
That was future news. I hope you're talking about strong news, because strong
Yes.
news is Henry Cavill confirms he's back as Superman.
Yeah, boy.
You ever seen so many Marvel fanboys excited about DC shit?
I'm a Dark Horse fan.
Right now. Well, god damn it.
So pumped.
Get out of here, Dave.
I will not.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm part of the show. Oh,
That's
buddy.
important.
A lot of patent
you guys are
today.
cute.
A lot of patent day.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got into some feels there, I feel like. So,
Yeah, a little bit.
That was strong news. Up next is funny news.
Okay.
All right, funny news. Charlemagne the God says Kanye West screamed at him over Pete Davidson's 10-inch penis.
He's just like, penis.
God damn it, why has he got such a big dick? I can't compete.
What the fuck?
I love it. He's so mad about everything.
Yeah.
Be mad.
Yeah.
He real mad.
He's made some anti-Semitic comments,
Yeah, fuck him.
which I don't know if he knows, but that gets you banned from a lot of places.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that it was basically like one of the worst things you can do on social media is just anti-Semitic, racist, or
Yeah.
like talk about the LGBTQ community, like basically any of that kind of stuff. Just being a bigot in general.
Yes.
Kind of like ruins your life. Not undeservedly sometimes. And he is no longer a billionaire in like a week.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the second time that he's had lots of money
Yeah,
and lost it.
because he said something.
And we'll see if I think the other time was because he thought Life of Picasso was going to make more money than what it did.
Oh,
so he
yeah.
spent a bunch of the money and then couldn't get it back. And then Life of Picasso didn't do super great because that was around the same time he started being a super cocky prick. But he, I'm
In
not,
public.
like- yeah, in public.
He probably always was a cocky
Yeah.
I'm
prick.
gonna let you finish. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, this is the second time he has made a fuck ton of money and lost it.
Yeah.
And so he just lost his Adidas has completely cut
Yeah.
ties with him.
Yeezys are done. And they're stopping payment. Like
Really?
their press release literally said like the Yeezy line is discontinued and we are discontinuing payment to Kanye West.
Nice.
Like complete fucking just like get the fuck out.
Yeah.
There was another one too. There was another big company that he worked with that I think it was a media company that he like did commercials for, and they cut him off too.
Yeah.
They cut him off before Adidas did, but it wasn't
Yeah.
as big a deal because like Yeezys are like $1,000 for a pair of fucking shitty sneakers. So
Yeah.
he made a lot of money on those from the little kids that make them in Indonesia or whatever.
You're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. Fucking Yeezys probably cost the same amount to make as a fucking pair of New Balance. Like,
Yeah.
and they're like 10 times the cost. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took advantage of the shoe game, which is weird to me that there's a shoe game.
Fucking
but,
sneakerheads, man.
yeah.
Dude, sneakerheads
I-
are wild.
I
It's-
have a new friend. It's sort of new. We've been friends for a while now, but I just found out not too long ago that he's a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Can you explain to me why shoes are so fucking ugly?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I want cool shoes. I can't ever find cool shoes because I just think they're goofy."
Ooh.
And he was like, "Well, they got to stand out." And he's like trying to explain it to me, and I was like, "I just don't think I'm a sneakerhead. I don't think I get it." And I showed him my pair of shoes that I had designed and purchased, and he was like, "Yeah, those look good." And I was like, "Yeah, but I had to design them to get them to look like this. Otherwise, they would have had like a white rim around the sole, or the 3 different colors. Like I just wanted 2 colors. Like I don't understand shoes. I don't
Yeah.
get it."
I
To
just
each
bought
their
some
own.
shoes.
Did you get Docs?
No, I got some DCs.
Oh,
Because of James Gunn.
Yes.
are they signed?
You guys are fucking weird.
Yep. You just now learning this?
No, I knew. I got these.
Ooh.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, they're like high top winter DCs,
Yeah.
and they're like green and orange.
That's neat. I could get some high top DCs. I could be into that.
Don't get the same shoes as
No,
me.
I'm not gonna get the same shoes. I'm just saying, like
They make
that's-
black ones. That are
I've
the
never
same
bought
shoe.
a pair of DCs because I don't like if they're like I don't like the low cut with the
Fat tongue.
like
You don't-
fat tongue.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
like
I
skate
don't like
shoes.
that.
Yeah,
I like
um,
skate shoes.
I like skate shoes because they're basically slip-ons. They also have like a piece of like elastic in there that holds the tongue in place.
Oh, that's cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how you. They're basically slip-on shoes.
yeah. But ultimately, I just don't think I'm meant to be a sneakerhead.
No, me
Me
either.
Whoa. Sorry.
I see all like the crazy colored ones, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, like I want.
and then it's like, oh, those are like $2,000. Like, yeah, definitely no.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I want
not.
my shoes designed the same way a room is designed. 60, 30,
like
10.
like a box.
Based on colors.
Oh, okay.
60, 30, 10. 60% black, 30% one color, and then you can have 10% of an accent color as long as it's not also white.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Shoes drive me nuts.
Yeah, I hate like a lot of. So I haven't had skate shoes in a long time because I go and look. I go to Zoomies in the mall all the time.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what Zoomies is, it's basically like a skate shop in a mall, but like light on the skate and
Skate
mostly just like skate stuff, like
Yeah.
shirts and pants and shit.
Oh, yeah. That reminded me real quick. Sorry, I will let you finish. But
Goddamn, Kanye.
when I was in Chicago, we went to Zoomies, but next to Zoomies, or like on the same block of Zoomies, is a goth Target.
What?
Yeah, it's this weird Victorian style.
All right. We gotta go,
building.
guys. We're going to Goth Target.
Later.
If Barry wants to put the picture that Cassie took, like here, It was
Thanks,
super.
Barry.
The outside was super cool looking. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then she was like, "This is Target," and I was like,
Hot Target.
"Yeah."
Hot Target? Hell yeah.
The inside was weird. It didn't look all gothy.
Yeah.
It was just. It was like a very bright department store feel, but
the
they
outside.
hadn't changed anything inside as far as like the architecture goes. They just painted it all.
Oh, that's fucking
So
weird.
it was super weird, and like the vibe was all over the place. Anyway,
Like somebody made like a mall out of or a department store out of 40K terrain.
kind of, yeah.
That's awesome.
It was super weird.
I want to go.
I'd go. Bad.
Yeah,
I'd
if
go.
you're in Chicago, you should check out the Target that's next to Millennium Park.
Huh. Next to the Zoomies.
Yeah, by the Zoomies.
Well, okay, so I always go into Zoomies anytime
Yeah.
I'm in the mall, and I look at skate shoes because I would like to have another pair of skate shoes, but they always have the white-sided soles. Like the underside's like the gum color, the like untreated, unbleached rubber,
Mhm.
but then the side's white, and I'm like, I don't want
yeah.
white on my shoes because it's gonna turn into like a weird, gross gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to spill mustard on it.
I would more likely spill Dicam on mine, but
Fair.
I literally there's a pair of boots out front that I need to throw away that have shit caked on them, actual shit, because something shit right next to my car, and I got out.
I think it was a deer.
Yeah, I think it was.
Hmm.
But they have red Dicam on them, but they were work boots, so I didn't care.
Right. Yeah.
But like literally the first day I had them, spilled
Don't you
a
love
whole
that?
spilled a whole fucking bottle of red Dicam.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Every time I go into Zoomies, I get disappointed because it's not dogs running around knocking over tables and stuff.
Not that kind of Zoomies.
That's my bit. That's my bit for the show.
There is a break stuff room that opened in the town in which you live in.
I heard about that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to that sometime.
Did you get a fucking chainsaw?
I think they have chainsaws. Yeah.
Skin your ass
So
raw.
you're skin your ass raw?
If my day keeps going, I might break something tonight.
Yeah, give me
Yeah.
something to break.
I mean, I don't know if you like go in and request that they only play Limp Bizkit if they'll do that, but
Oh my god, can we go?
that would be
Yes!
cool.
If I give you $20, will you just play break stuff?
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I figured we would all go do that at some point because that
Yeah.
sounds like a fun time.
We're gonna hurt ourselves.
Yep. I just want a big box full of glassware that I could just chuck at the ground.
Yeah, I wanna break some plates.
Yep.
Like with a bat.
Do you have like a kitchen fight fantasy? Like a kitchen argument
Yes.
fantasy where you're just like yelling at somebody and you're just like throwing
Yeah.
plates down?
Is
I wanna
role playing allowed in this?
I don't know, but Cassie,
Yeah,
and I, Cassie and I will find out when we pick a fight.
Yeah, fucking have a marital fight and you're just throwing shit at the ground. Go stand by the wall.
Just be like, are you ready for our second marital fight?
Whoa, wow.
Whoa.
That was a joke, guys.
Let me look up marriage counselor here real quick.
It's me.
Hi, Dave.
Hi. I'm a
So I
marriage
come to
counselor.
you to talk about my marriage.
Okay.
We've been married 2 weeks,
Go on.
and I just one of the greatest decisions I've ever made.
Aww. And how does that make you feel?
Good.
Good. All right. Session over.
Yeah.
$200.
Barry, cut that part out so that he can show it to her.
Or just send it straight to her to mean more. Thanks.
Send something to me, Barry.
I'll send something to you. Oh, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you're a married man.
You're a married man.
You can't flirt with Dave.
No, I didn't think this through.
Oh, no. Don't send that part to her.
Please do.
Wow.
The fuck were we talking about?
That was the end of headlines, I think.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Our
We're
4-hour episode.
Since we're in such a good mood, it's time for Memento Mori.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, this first one's pretty sad. WWE icon Kevin Nash, his son Tristan Nash, passed away at the age of 26.
So young. Ugh.
Yeah. So Kevin revealed on his podcast, I guess, the possible or the cause of death and what possibly caused that. So I guess Tristan had he had cardiac arrest, and it was caused by a seizure. And Kevin says that the reason that possibly happened was because they both were trying to quit drinking.
Really?
Yeah. So he may have gone through alcohol withdrawals and had a seizure and died.
Jesus.
Holy shit. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's fucked, man.
Yeah. Which, I mean, friend of the show, Ryan, saw Kevin like a month ago.
Yeah.
Not even a month.
Like less than a month ago.
And he said he was stinking drunk. So
yeah.
They very recently tried to stop drinking, and unfortunately this is what happened.
Yeah, that sucks.
He said he was just drinking bottles of wine.
Yeah, Kevin was. Tristan also worked on Kevin's podcast. I don't have the name of the podcast in front of me because I'm a bad person. Oh, click this. KLIQ.
I like it, like the click.
Yeah. But yeah. That's pretty terrible.
Yeah, that's super sad. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Nash is 63.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
Our condolences.
Yes.
Tries to do a good thing. Tries to get on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. That's rough.
Ugh.
I mean, like, alcohol is one of the bad ones to try and get off of.
Yeah, it is.
There's like some medications that are pretty bad. You got to wean yourself off of.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like it's extremely difficult to wean yourself off of something like alcohol. Or like, heroin and stuff. They give you like methadone and shit.
Right.
But like people don't know that you can die from quitting drinking.
Yeah.
And like they just do it, and they don't know how bad they were before until they like get the withdrawal symptoms, and like you can die from it. So if you're trying to quit drinking and you drink a lot, maybe see a doctor first.
Yes.
And they might tell you need to go to a rehab clinic so they can watch over you so you don't die.
Yeah.
And there's help out there for that.
Yeah, there is help out there for that. So I probably should have looked that up beforehand so I could give you like a phone number.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'm going to talk about another death while he's looking that up. This one is also tragic because it wasn't natural causes. Leslie Jordan, who's in tons of stuff. This says that he was in Will and Grace. He's actually he was in a show that's coming out now. What is it called? Something about cat. Oh, damn it. Why doesn't this one talk about this one? But Leslie Jordan, he was in a car accident in LA.
Ugh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know how he died.
Yeah. Authorities responded to a medical emergency shortly before 9 a.m. The traffic incident occurred at the intersection. You guys don't know what intersection this is because it's in LA.
Our LA
Reportedly,
fans might know.
It was. I'm not going to pronounce this first one. Cahuenga Boulevard and Romaine Street. Vehicle reportedly driven by Jordan hit a wall. It is unclear what kind of medical emergency officers responded to. So he might have been like having something going on while he was driving, and then he hit a wall.
So the show that he's currently on is called Call Me Cat.
Call Me Cat.
And it stars Mayim Bialik. I feel like I should know how to say her name.
Yeah, that sounds almost familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Mayim Bialik. Yeah, I don't know how to say it either. She was, what was her name in Big Bang Theory? She's
Oh, she's the super nerdy chick.
she's like actually a doctor. She's like actually has like a PhD and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Amy. She's Amy.
Yeah.
She's also a Blossom. In case you didn't know that.
She was Blossom?
She was Blossom.
Oh. Crazy.
Yeah.
Also, while we're on the topic of my phone, I have the phone number.
Yes.
So if you are drinking and you need help to stop drinking, if you've been doing it for a while, or you feel addicted, or you start to feel withdrawal symptoms, we do definitely recommend you check out a doctor before just going cold turkey. But you can also get help at 888-843-8967. We get that flashed on the screen right here. That'd be cool. 888-843-8967. I probably went backwards, didn't I?
No, you went the right way.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and then it tells me that he was on Call Me Kate. Cat.
Oh.
Later. Sorry.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he was set to appear in
Yeah.
each of the episodes in the current season. He's like a series regular.
Yeah, he was
So-
build number 3 on the
Oh yeah.
casting for IMDb.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate. I've really liked him in some stuff that I've seen him in. I can't think of anything because it's just like
I looked
Like,
up some stuff.
guest spots on TV
Yeah.
shows and stuff.
He's in like an episode of Supernatural.
Yes.
He has a huge following on TikTok. There are he has lots of
was
TikTok
his-
videos that you can go check out.
Who was he on
and
Supernatural?
Support of.
Yorkie. That's what it says on the thing.
I don't remember
One
him on
episode,
Supernatural.
2013.
That's gonna bother me that I don't. I know I can think of him in the show, and I can't think of.
He was in Demonic Toys. He was in Undead or Alive. I'm just gonna name all the horror movies he was in.
Oh, I know what he was. He was like a medium. They were like, we're in a haunted house. Not a haunted house, like a one you walk through, but like a house that was haunted, and he like goes in it.
Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that.
He was in Star Trek Voyager. A bunch of just
Oh,
like
no.
cameos.
He was the voice of the dog that in Dog Dean Afternoon, when Dean does the spell to be able to speak with animals,
Yeah.
and he's the Yorkie that he's like petting and is like trying to get him to keep petting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like giving him information. Yeah.
Nerd.
Huh?
Nerd.
Yeah. Well, that's a good episode, by the way.
He was also in Jason Goes to Hell, which is not a good Jason movie, but
I think it was American Horror Story that he was a medium in.
yes, I think that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Hold on. Played several characters. Played Quentin Fleming for 3 episodes in the 2013 season, which I think that's the witch season. Was in several episodes in the 2019 season. Actually, in a shit ton of episodes in the 2019. Or was that when they were doing the shorts? Might be in some of the shorts.
I haven't followed. I've watched like 4 seasons of American Horror Story.
Yeah, what are they on? Like 12 now?
Something like that. I watched like the first 3 seasons, and then I kept trying to watch each season, and then I ended up only finishing the culmination season where the storylines come together. Apocalypse, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, it was okay,
Watch that one.
but I mean, it was just like the Murder House season was really the only season that like
Yeah.
I thought was really good. Everything else felt like it was made for TV.
Right.
like Murder House felt like it actually had like something to say.
Yeah.
That was the only episode or only season I've watched of that show.
Yeah, it's the only one I'd recommend.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, rest in peace to Tristan Nash and Leslie Jordan.
Yes.
So we can move on from Memento Mori.
Lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, let's go down to the trailer park.
Oh, we're going to
let's
trailer
do
park?
that.
Bryce gonna go this time?
Yeah, we're gonna go. Welcome to the trailer park.
Welcome to the trailer park.
That's what I just said.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I was just helping.
So we watched 3 trailers today. The first one was the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which will come out on Disney Plus on November 25th. It's finally here. It's finally here.
Yeah. It's got Kevin Bacon in it.
Spoilers.
I mean, no, it doesn't.
I mean,
I'm torn on this.
it looks like it's going to be hilarious.
No, it does look like it's gonna be hilarious. I'm torn on Kevin Bacon. I'm torn on the fact that Kevin Bacon is Kevin Bacon in the show
Oh.
because I wanted him to come back, but not as Kevin Bacon.
Oh. Maybe he's a Skrull.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's just a decoy. And he's
Yeah.
actually Mephisto. See? See, I know Marvel things.
I've seen a fan casting that has Jeffrey Dean Morgan playing Mephisto.
Finally, he's going to be the one giving out the deals instead of making them. That's a supernatural joke.
Haha.
You wouldn't get it.
Yeah. I mean, if you've watched like the first season, you might. Like, Jesus. You don't have to watch the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah, no, I thought it would be like I thought that Kevin Bacon as a oh shit. What's his name? What's his name?
Not Sebastian Shaw. Because Kevin Bacon played Sebastian Shaw in First Class. In case you guys don't remember that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant. Him coming back as Sebastian Shaw would have been
Oh.
like interesting.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't terrible as Sebastian Shaw, but
No, I mean
it was just in a not great movie.
yeah, that's why I think the problem was. I thought him as Sebastian Shaw would have been interesting in like a good movie.
Yeah.
Because
And then
like
casting, I don't even remember that lady's name, but like casting a lady that like is beautiful for Emma, but
yeah,
like
you just bring back Kate to play White Queen.
yeah,
And it just kind of looks like Hella.
Yeah.
Oops.
yeah, and you don't like. I appreciate like them trying to do like a comic accurate costume, but like to only do a comic accurate costume on the chick that always wears almost nothing is it. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Pretty on the nose there.
Yeah. It's like, she's just like in a bra, panties, and a cape. And we can't have everybody else wearing yellow spandex? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the special does look hilarious.
Yes,
It does.
it looks great.
Legendary actor Kevin Bacon.
Yep. You guys
I just want to see Drax and Manus run around.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I agree. You guys need to watch this trailer. It looks fucking great. November 25th on Disney Plus. Then we watched the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania trailer.
oh,
We
fuck.
did.
Oh boy.
I've never been so excited for an Ant-Man movie.
Yeah, right. I mean, I was excited for the other ones. I thought the Ant-Man movies were good, but like I know a lot of people didn't like them.
I don't think I've seen one of them. I don't know which one.
Probably the second one, Ant-Man
Yeah.
and the Wasp.
Yeah, I've not seen that one.
Yeah.
You should probably watch that before you watch this one.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
I might.
I feel like
some
there's some
stuff.
stuff that happens that you need to know.
Yeah.
Fair.
You're not gonna.
Oh, yeah. It's all right. I'm on this show, so I have to watch that when it comes out.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm super excited to see more of what's his fuck as
Michael Douglas.
Kang,
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Friend of the show.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not
Forgot
anymore.
his name.
Yeah, I called him
He's got 2 big movies coming out.
What other movies he gonna be in?
He's gonna be in Creed 3.
Oh yeah, we knew that. We watched that
Yeah,
trailer.
yeah,
we
we
talked.
watched that.
We talked about that last week.
Oh
Yeah, with Scott Stapp.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Scott Stapp's in it?
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Oh.
Creed, bud. Anyway,
Hmm.
Can you take me higher?
Yep. Anyway.
Huh.
So that comes out February 17th, 2023. So not that long.
No.
'Cause in case you guys missed it, this year is almost over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's almost Halloween. What the fuck happened?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
And then our last trailer we watched was 1899. It's gonna be on Netflix as a series. November 17th. And this just looks wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
it
we
does.
know if this is going to be the first show that they go to the weekly?
I saw a
Schedule
report
with-
after, so like they said, no, we're not going to change to weekly. Then they said, we're going to change to weekly. And then they said after that, more recently, no, we're not going to change to weekly. So I don't
So we're back
know
on
if,
no.
yeah, I don't
Okay.
know if they're going to ever change. I don't think they're changing soon if they are changing.
Yeah.
But who knows? We might just like start trying to watch something and it only has 2 fucking episodes and I'm going to be mad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like if they do something like they did with like Stranger Things. Like I'm okay with that. Like
Yeah,
hey,
like,
here's half a
mid-season
season, here's the other
breaks
half. Like
Are different from weekly. Like if I can watch 4 episodes and be like, all right, in like 2 months, I get the rest of it. That's totally different from, you know, I gotta watch this 1 week at a time for 22 weeks.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care a whole lot for that. But this show looks super interesting. I really want to watch this. I know the other 2 shows are Marvel. And like I mean, I'm just inherently super excited for both of those. But this trailer actually got me super hyped.
Yeah.
For this show because this is like I don't like trailers most of the time. I think they're trash. Like the holiday special trailer was like amusing, but like I don't know what the fuck they're actually doing in the thing.
Yeah.
And then the Ant-Man trailer like gave me more questions than answers.
Yes.
So for them, that's what they want it to do. Okay, but the trailer itself, like I probably would have rated like a 4 out of 10, just because the trailer was weird and very convoluted and bounced around too much. I'd much rather get like a 3-minute scene, and this might be Netflix's fault actually.
Yeah, for just playing, you like go to the thing and it's just like playing a random part of the movie and you're like, oh yeah. I'm super interested and want to know what the fuck's going on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the sneak peeks more than I like trailers. But the trailer for this 1889 was super, like the trailer itself was its own little story.
Yes.
So I thought this trailer for this was done very well.
Yeah.
And I want to watch this. And specifically, there was a show that was on AMC that was about ships in the Arctic that I thought was going to eventually be spooky.
Yeah.
But I don't think it ever got there. I didn't actually finish the show. I just watched like 3 episodes one night because I was watching cable.
Yeah.
And it was like on.
Yep.
And they like aired 3 episodes back to back for the premiere. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm going
this
to talk
is
about weird live TV later.
Yeah. But the 1889, like it's fucking
1899.
1899. 1899?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, 1899.
No, I don't care anymore.
I'm
just kidding.
10 years too late.
Turn to millennium. I'm tired of it. It's not millennium.
Century.
Century, yeah.
Yeah, dumb.
I don't know what I was saying. I had too much caffeine today.
Yeah, you've been rambling, Russell, like the whole episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had a lot I was trying to fit in. I was trying not to run for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're gonna.
Yeah, so like he was talking about it being like a spoopy ship thing.
Oh yeah. Don't touch me. I'll tell your wife.
Well, that's better than telling the police, I guess.
Wow. Anyway, he's of age.
Yep.
That wasn't even the joke.
Oh, well. Anyway,
All right, moving on. 1899.
1899. It's like a spoopy, like
Spoopy boat show.
Atlantic, crossing the ocean. Like there's like a cruise liner crossing the ocean, and they get some kind of. I don't think it's a distress signal. I think it's because like the captain gets that weird thing. You'll see.
Yeah.
It looks nuts.
Go watch the trailer.
Yes.
It's Alien, but on a cruise ship instead of in the 1800s.
Or
Yeah.
Event Horizon.
But the ship is also called Prometheus.
The Prometheus, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I feel
and they
there's
find
some
like a
influence there.
or like maybe Dead Rising in the ocean because they find like a weird pyramid thing. Dead Rising had
Rising?
like they found like not Dead
the
Rising,
Mall?
Dead Space.
Zombie? Oh, okay.
Dead Space.
Dead
I
Space.
was
Okay,
like,
sorry.
I didn't see a mall. I didn't see zombies. I didn't see someone hit a zombie with a golf club. Like, I don't know what you're talking
Sorry,
about.
Dead Space. Because they find like weird obelisks in space, and then they have like carvings, and they're like, "What's this shit?" And then they all turn into necromorphs. But anyway, if you never played that game,
I haven't.
I just
I was
spoiled it.
told I should play it. I wanted to play it.
Yeah,
I don't like third person over the shoulder.
yeah, I don't either. I watched Billy play it.
So when the second one comes out, I believe it's supposed to have a first person option.
The second
Third one? Dead Space
Nope.
3? Dead
There's like
Space
a
2?
fourth.
Yeah,
Are
there's
they on
there's
4?
like no, yeah, there's
The
a
new one. I think the new one is
there's a
supposed to have first person.
remake
Oh.
of the first one, I think, coming out, or a new one. I don't know.
I don't know either.
There's also a game coming out from some of the original people that worked on the first one coming out. That's basically the same thing, but in a space prison, and you're trying to escape.
Oh, so it's like the Destiny and that other game thing all over again?
Anthem?
Yeah. Anthem.
Maybe. It got delayed, so it might suck. I don't know.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, so just go watch the super crazy trailer for 1899.
Yeah.
It looks nuts.
Yeah. It's just enough. Like, it's not super spoily,
But I don't think
but I mean,
maybe.
maybe. I mean, if you weren't supposed to know it's going to be spooky, then yeah, but
It's just the Titanic, but not it doesn't sink, we think.
Spooky Titanic.
Yeah.
No, it's not spoopy. Just watch it.
Yeah. Watch the boat show.
boats.
But yeah, that's it for the trailer park.
Is that all for the trailer park?
Yeah, that comes out November 17th in case I didn't say it.
Woo!
We should watch it.
Yeah.
I think that's all for the trailer park, though.
We're leaving the trailer park.
Recommendations
Yeah.
we have next.
I'll keep going.
Do it. Keep going. I love you.
So, the movie that we're doing for DQP Does this week was Glorious, and it's on Shudder. So I bought a year of Shudder, and I didn't know that Shudder has like they just play stuff.
Yeah, it's weird.
They have like 3 live channels in air quotes. This is a streaming service, but they just like play stuff all the time. So like you open the app and it's just playing a movie, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it was some weird like Italian Gallo horror movie, so I switched it. I was like, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. So I went to the other stuff, and I watched the movie that we were supposed to watch, and then I went back, and I accidentally watched like the last 20 minutes of Mandy, which I don't suggest doing that. I do not recommend watching the last 20 minutes of Mandy unless you've watched the previous hour and 40 minutes.
Watch
of
all
Mandy.
of the Mandy.
Watch the whole
all
movie.
of the movie. Yes.
Because you'll be like, what the fuck is going on?
Even
Yeah.
if you watch the movie, you might still say that.
Probably.
Oh yeah, you for sure.
From the way that ended, I'm assuming that you have no clue that it's going to end that way.
Oh, you've
No.
never seen it?
No.
No,
Oh,
he
that's
had never
wild.
seen it. I was sad for him.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm super sad that movie got spoiled for you.
Yeah.
Well, I was just like, I went back to that after I like looked through everything that was on Shudder, and then I went back to the live to see what was playing, and it was just like Nick Cage killing someone, and I was like, "Is this Mandy?" And I was like, "Oh shit! It's only got 20 minutes left." Well, I already spoiled it.
Now, when you do go to watch the movie and you watch it from the beginning, I feel like you will understand the satisfaction that is the end of the movie.
Yeah,
But
it won't be like feels like the first time.
Feels like the very first time.
I was hoping you were going to say feels like the second time.
Oh, damn it. Feels like the second time.
Anyway,
Cut that in, Barry.
that's just like that's a lead in to my actual recommendation. So after I watched that, I came upstairs and I did some other stuff, and then I went back downstairs and I had left it on, and it was playing a movie, and I was like, "Huh, what is this?" And I looked, and it's called Hell House LLC, and it's on Shudder. And it's not just on the live; you can just like actually watch the whole movie. I missed probably like the first 10 or 15 minutes, but I watched the rest of it. And it's like a documentary of someone is doing a documentary about found footage.
Oh, okay.
Of some kids that ran a haunted house company. They like make haunted houses for Halloween, and they set up shop in an actual haunted house that they didn't know was haunted,
Okay.
and shit goes bad.
Huh. That sounds... I love found footage stuff.
Oh,
so-
you'll love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It's pretty cool. Like there's like some pretty good there's like some good impending doom. There's some good like not really jump scares, like you know it's coming, but it's still like, oh god, fuck
You still
that
feel
shit.
like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. And there's some good like party strife, because you always have party strife in those.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the found footage stuff is like the party falling apart.
Yeah.
And like everybody like turning on each other and stuff. It's really good about that. The acting is actually pretty decent, but it seems like it was probably like a student film or something like that, because it's like it's also made by like a bunch of family, like the director, writer, like all the producers, executive producers, all the producers and executive producers all had the same last name.
Huh.
So like I don't know if they're all brothers or like just like a family or what. I don't know. But it was interesting. It wasn't like amazing, but I thought it was like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For a horror movie, and also like had like a cool ending and stuff. So I suggest Hell House LLC.
That sounds cool. Like I said, I'm super into found footage stuff, so I'll have to watch that.
You'll dig it.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh. I love spoopy stuff.
Spoopy. Oh, don't watch it if you don't like clowns, which I don't like clowns, but this might have helped me get over it.
Really?
Yeah, I slept with the lights off last night, so yeah.
Oh, nice. Can I do my recommendation?
Yeah, go for it.
Since that is a good segue for what I watched.
Yeah.
So I watched Terrifier 2.
Yeah, I might graduate to that after.
I don't know. I don't know if you don't like clowns, I wouldn't watch it. So Terrifier 1 came out. It's like 2016, I think, something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It was kind of like a under the radar, like typical slasher movie, and it was really cool. Like it was fun, very brutal. There's a particularly brutal kill in the first movie.
It's become sort of like a cult classic, a modern day cult classic.
But the coolest part of that movie is the actual killer, Art the Clown. He's like very. I think I want to say the actor that plays him used to be like a mime.
Okay.
So he's like very expressive when he does stuff, and he's very like demented and stuff. But I kept hearing things about Terrifier 2 that was playing in the theaters.
Yeah.
It was like it's a limited run. There was a big article that's like, people are passing out and throwing up.
Yeah.
And this movie, it's the grossest, sickest movie you'll ever see. And I'm like, let's pump the brakes. Let me see.
Yeah.
So I went with some friends.
Yeah.
It is classless. It is tasteless. It is shocking. It is gross. It's grotesque. I loved it. So it is super fun. If you are not into super schlocky, gory, no class, like there's no class in this fucking movie.
Just like cutting tits off and shit.
So
sorry, I haven't seen it.
there is. So in the first movie, there is a kill that people talk about a lot, where there is a naked woman strung by her feet upside down.
Oh, I think I've
and
seen that part.
He takes a hacksaw and cuts her in half.
Mm-hmm.
In this second one, there is a kill.
Does it the other way?
No, there's a kill where it is about 20 minutes long.
Holy shit.
It feels like that, at least. It might not be that, but it's close to it.
Okay.
Where he goes into this bedroom for this girl. He scalps her, rips one of her arms off, rips the other arm from long ways down, pours salt and acid on her, and then pans away, and her mom walks in a little bit later, and he is flaying her alive in her bed, and she's still somehow alive. Yeah, it's gross. It's very gross. But
okay, here's my question.
Yeah.
Does it look good?
Yes.
Or does it look fake?
How to describe this?
Where are the effects at? Are we talking trauma effects?
Better than trauma.
Are we talking about 80s practical effects?
More the line of 80s practical effects.
Okay, so believable.
Yes, for the most part. It's still there's a scene where he cuts a guy's head off. You can tell that it's a prop head and stuff, but it's done well enough. The director's an actual special effects guy. He's a special effects guy that decided to make a movie.
Have you guys ever seen a ridiculously grotesque injury?
Yeah, I used to watch Faces of Death.
No, in person.
Oh, not
I don't think so.
No, I don't think I've seen anything
it doesn't
particularly.
Look real. It does not look real. It fucks with your head.
Really?
Yeah, it does not look real. So sometimes when I see that stuff, I'm like, that looks fake as fuck. Sometimes I'm like, fuck. that looks legit.
Really?
But a lot of people are like, nah, that's too much blood, and that doesn't look right. And I'm like, bro, you ever seen anything like that? Because I have, and that looks right.
Really?
Well, I
a
guess
lot of blood.
I guess more so what usually gives it away for me is the very clear fake cadaver.
Yeah.
Or the
what he's talking about with the head, that happens a lot where it's the neck doesn't look like the actor's neck or whatever.
Yeah,
when
it
they cut
still
the head
looks
off.
good.
Yeah,
but you could definitely tell. It's also a pretty low budget film.
Right?
It's an independent horror film. But that scene, it looks really good. It was an animatronic because after the movie, there was a behind the scenes with the director and Art, the guy who plays Art, not the actual clown.
That's good.
Yeah, because he doesn't talk.
Wait, wasn't Terrifier? Didn't Terrifier come out around when we had the rash of street clowns?
Yes.
Yeah. Why did people do that?
I don't know how none of those people got shot.
I think they did. I think some of them did, and then
they
stopped.
stopped.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Some of the street pranker real guys. They do reels and YouTubes and stuff with the street pranks.
Yeah.
Some of those guys have died.
My favorite of the street pranks is when they dress up like a dog as a big spider.
Yeah.
And they run him down a hallway and stuff. People freak out, and the dog's running after him, hey, wait up!
Yeah, he's just love me. And they're like, oh my god.
I seen the one that I was pretty sure wasn't fake, but this dude pranked this guy who was he was clearly dressed like he was some sort of gangster or gang member or whatever, and this dude went up to prank him, and then he tried to tell him, he was like, no, dude, it's just a prank, it's just a prank, it's just a prank. And then the guy pulled out a gun and shot him and was like, well, that's not a prank. And then walked off. And I was like,
yeah,
wait, was this fake?
I don't
Did this
know.
dude really get shot?
I haven't seen that one, but I know like there's been several where the guys like almost got shot or ganked, because there's one, I don't know if this one's real or not either, but there was a guy, he like walks up to a couple of Mexican guys that are working outside. They're working outside like a shop or something, and he keeps asking the one guy like, "You trying to get fucked up?" Because the joke is it sounds like he's threatening him, but he's like really trying to invite him to get drunk.
Oh, okay.
And he keeps saying it, and the guy's like, "You got a problem?" And he like, he gets aggravated, obviously, because this random stranger just walked up and said, "You trying to get fucked up?" And the other guy that was out there with him starts like circling behind this guy, and you can see that he has a fucking big ass knife out.
I don't think I've seen this one.
Yeah. And when he stops, the dude behind him, like, he's like, "Oh my God, bro, I almost killed you." And he's like, "What the fuck?" And he sees the knife and he's like, "What the fuck?" And then the guy that he was talking to, he takes his hand out from behind his back and he had a giant ass knife too. And he was like, "Dude, we both almost just shanked the shit out of you. You need to not do this." Yeah. He's like, "I think it's funny now, but like you almost died." And he's like, "What the fuck? The camera's right over there." And he's like, "Yeah, like get your bro over here. We'll have a couple drinks, but dude, don't do that."
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that, I mean, that shit's not, I don't know. Like, I'm all about pranks. I love pranks, but those aren't pranks. No, like, those are like you trying to get killed. Like,
yeah, fucking with random people is not. Fucking with your friends is one thing. Fucking with random people, not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Or like the people saying, like, some of the ones that I do think are funny where it's fucking with random people is like the phone conversations they're having, like in public. Like they're just having these ridiculous, like, "Yeah, baby, I'll bring the fucking anal plugs tonight," or whatever, like they say, and then the camera's like capturing the reactions of people around them. Like that's a funny public prank.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
But like,
pseudo threatening somebody as a joke is not a prank.
No, it's not.
Or acting like you're gonna steal their car. I saw one like that. Like a dude like
just download
just
it.
like got into
Just download a car.
Just download the car. I wish, man. We need to be.
We're not that far away.
If we can 3D print a fucking engine, we're on the road.
Yeah, we can do it.
Anyway,
Terrifier 2.
Oh yeah.
It is
so far off topic.
There's parts where it's pretty edgelordy, like, kind of but like it's also meant to be like that.
Right.
It's really fun. It's also entirely too long. It's a 2.5 hour horror movie.
Woo!
Yeah, it's a long movie. And it does drag in spots.
That sucks.
But overall, it's fun. If you like that stuff, it's super niche though.
Yeah.
If you're into like gory slasher, campy stuff, you'll love it.
Is the last 45 minutes of the movie totally different than the rest of the movie?
Not really.
Okay, then 2.5 hours is too long.
Yeah. There is Chris Jericho is in it though.
Does he get murdered?
He does not get murdered. I mean, spoiler, does he? I don't know. Does he? I don't know.
Boo.
But there's also, I want to talk about one more scene. I have to talk about one scene. So there's a part in the movie where a mom, because he's like, the clown's kind of like after these two kids. You don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Because clowns like kids.
Yeah.
To eat kids.
Yeah, they eat kids. And like, she goes in the garage and her entire car has been like there's like pumpkin smashed on it and like whipped shaving cream all over, and it says "bitch" on it.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Who did this? I'll kill him!" Like this, because the son like ran away because he's trying to figure out this clown deal.
Yeah.
And she like wipes the window off, and the clown's sitting there. Art is sitting there with a shotgun and like blows her face off.
Yeah.
Like blows her entire face off. And later, the kid goes back to the house, and he had put her body at the dining room table.
Oh God.
And so her head's like, shotgunned off.
Yeah.
Unalived off. And the Art comes in from the kitchen with a pot of mashed potatoes and just sticks a whole thing of mashed potatoes in the shotgun face of the mom. Just like,
Oh my God.
holy shit, what is happening?
He's like feeding her mashed potatoes.
yeah. It's, if that grossed you out, one, I'm sorry. Two, don't watch the movie.
Jesus.
Oh,
But none of it's like,
why was he feeding her mashed potatoes?
because he's an insane clown.
Yeah.
Oh,
He thinks it's funny.
He's just insane.
Yeah,
Oh,
he thinks
okay.
it's funny. He laughs a lot and does this.
Hmm.
It's fun. But the weirdest part of the whole experience wasn't actually the movie.
Yeah.
So we were there. We saw it at like 9:40 on Friday.
Uh-huh.
It was already
Oh,
pretty late.
shit.
I was already real sleepy.
Mhm.
But we're sitting there. We're kind of towards the front. And in walks this little Asian family, like adorable looking Asian family. They're all dressed really nice. And they had two like 6 to 7 year old kids with them. There was one little boy. He's had like this little bucket of popcorn and stuff. And he comes walking in and just waves at everybody. And I'm like, what? I look at my buddy Tyler. I'm like, what the fuck? And they sat through the entire movie. Like, I kept like looking over sometimes to see if they were like horrified, and they're just like stone faced watching the movie. And they even stayed because, like I said, afterwards there was like a behind the
Making
scenes.
up, yeah.
They stayed for that too. And that was the
Jesus.
weirdest part.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're still alive.
me.
Yeah.
Thanks. Glad I'm still alive too.
Yeah, I mean, that's some weird horror movie shit, right?
Yeah.
It is pretty.
That
Yeah,
seems like it.
We're going to bring the family to watch this horror movie,
Yeah.
and then we're going to kill everyone in the, in the theater.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I got to watch the movie, I'd be fine.
That would have terrified me more than the movie, I think.
It kind of did. I was like,
yeah.
like me and my buddy were like, what the fuck?
Why are there kids here?
And there was kids behind us too. There was like a cool mom behind us, and there was all these kids. Like, so normally in a movie, if people start talking, I usually tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm not shy about it.
Sure.
But I was so hard for me to do that this movie because like everyone's like talking and yelling and stuff because
Yeah.
it's a schlocky horror movie.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of like bros in front of us that I was almost said some shit to. But like the people behind us, there was like a mom and a bunch of these kids. They were all like talking and they were swearing. This cool mom behind us letting them swear.
Oh, man.
Watch a horror movie. Like, that's a cool mom. Get to swear.
Probably let them get drunk at her house later, too.
Probably.
How old were they?
I don't know.
Okay.
Uh-oh. We won't talk about that.
Yep.
But yeah, if you like that kind of shit, like me, what's up? Give me a call. If not, I totally agree. Not wanting to watch that.
309.
Yep. But yeah, that's my recommendation.
Okay.
Terrifier 2.
Russell?
Mine is sort of a recommendation. I don't know that I recommend it. I definitely wanted to review it though. So I watched the new Mila Kunis movie on Netflix, which is called Luckiest Girl Alive. And Cassie had actually watched this movie before me.
Yeah.
Because she watched it with one of her friends, and then she was like, holy shit, this movie needs a trigger warning. And it doesn't have a trigger warning. Like, it does have the little
The rating warning.
like rating warning, but it doesn't have a trigger warning at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, and I definitely, upon watching it, I agree with her that it should probably have a trigger warning. So it was one of the reasons I wanted to review it, because if you are sensitive to rape, abuse against women, or shootings,
Like mass shootings.
Shootings.
Of all types?
Yeah, I mean, definitely like mass shootings, but also just shootings. Just as a general, like if you,
I mean, that's like lots of movies, though.
yeah, but this is different. I'm also trying
Okay.
not to spoil anything. So,
Okay.
yeah. So you have if you have any sensitivities to those things, definitely be aware of this movie before you watch it. There is one particular scene. There's two particular scenes that are rapey. and they one is not so graphic. So if you get to that one doesn't bother you, and you go to the next one, then okay. But the second one, Cassie got up and she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go smoke now," and I was like, "Well, the last one wasn't that." But I've seen Last House on the Left, which has one of the most graphic rape scenes in any film ever.
Yeah, that one's hard to watch.
I was like, I mean, that wasn't that bad compared to like a lot of stuff I've seen in other films. And then we got to the second one, and I was like, oh, which is not as bad as the Last House on the Left, but it's
there.
different. It's because that one is very. Like the one in Last House on the Left is like it's not necessarily exaggerated, but it's very violent and like it's more like her like fighting back, right? This one is more is a very emotional kind of scene. So it was kind of hard to watch. So be aware of those things if you go to watch it. But overall, the movie is interesting. My concern with it at this point is nobody realizing that the dude, the main dude in the show, the lead male in the movie, is a giant piece of shit throughout the whole fucking movie. And like multiple people that I've talked to, Cassie and I, this was our first marital fight. Which it wasn't really a fight. I was just like, she was like, he's all right, and I was like, no, he's been a piece of shit the whole movie. Yeah. She's like, well, the end. And I was like, no, the whole movie. Yeah. Like from the first interaction you have with him, it could go either way. Second interaction, I was like, well, this guy's a piece of shit. So like, and you kind of see it. That doesn't really spoil anything. But the movie is kind of like based on their romance, sort of, but not really, and it mostly focuses on Mila Kunis's character. It's not a super great movie, and like the subject matter that it uses, it's not very sensitive towards. Which it doesn't have a trigger warning, and it very much should have trigger warnings. For multiple subjects. But it wasn't a bad watch. Like it wasn't. I'd probably give it maybe a 6.5 out of 10. But it's new and I want to talk about it because it is very I feel like a lot of people are randomly just going to find it because it just came out a couple weeks ago. And I feel like a lot of people are just going to randomly be like, oh, Mila Kunis in this cute little romance rom-com movie.
And and then the first rape happens and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. So it's a really heavy movie. Like I said, not particularly sensitive to the content, but it also I don't think it was supposed to be. I think it was meant to.
Yeah, because I mean, you can just show stuff to jar people. Not necessarily. You can use it as shock value, which is more like what you were just talking about.
Yep.
Or you can use it to shock people out of complacence.
Which I think this is.
Which I think is more what that was going for. Yeah. Or you can treat it more sensitively if you're trying to ease people into it to show them what's going on, or just to have it as part of the plot and go take the easy way out and
they didn't
or make it for TV.
They didn't Game of Thrones it like they did with Sansa and whatever in season 6 or whatever. I don't remember what season, but so it wasn't necessarily shock value because it is very important to the characters and the show. Yeah, but it I don't know. It's interesting. If anyone else has watched it and wants to send in a review, email us at draftyq@gmail.com. I've been interested in people's perception on the main male character, because I thought maybe I was being too hard on him, but the further I think about it, the more I'm like, nah, that guy's a piece of shit. How can anyone like that character?
Is it the guy that was in the first minute that I watched before I left?
He's her boyfriend.
Okay, she was with him getting cutlery.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, him.
He was a huge piece of shit in everything that I've seen him in. He was in a couple seasons of
like in
American
other
Horror Story.
shows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't mean the actor.
No,
okay.
I know.
Okay.
You mean the character, yeah, but like he has
I don't know him.
He has practice playing those characters.
Yeah. And like I do think it's subtle. Like I think he does well playing it subtly.
Yeah.
And he's like
so I don't know. I read a lot of stuff on Reddit. This is interesting. We got to this point because of this. I read a lot of stuff on Reddit about like misogyny and like like things that guys do that like, you know, women don't like, or like that they don't see red flags of guys and stuff, but like a lot of guys know that other like the potential of other guys bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Up to and including terrible stuff.
Yes.
Right? They might not know that they have done or are doing that stuff. But like, you know, a guy can hang out with another guy for like a day or so and then like be like, that guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He will treat you like shit, and like up to and including doing like horrible stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can usually, like, guys usually will get those vibes from another guy depending on like how they act and how they talk about other people and stuff like that. And like a lot of women don't know that other guys know that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a common struggle that I run into, because I don't, and like Cassie and I were talking about that earlier. This is like some real fucking talk, bud.
Yeah, I know. That's
Cassie
why I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about this or not.
Yeah,
But let's do it. Let's do it. Get some real talk on here.
Yeah, Cassie and I were like texting earlier, and because we were doing separate things, and we're texting earlier, and we were talking about like kind of like that thing and like that idea, and I was like, I don't know, like sometimes I feel right, and sometimes it's like I have a certain proclivity just to already think that men are pieces of shit.
Sure.
And sometimes I have that, and then like usually that's right though. Like there's been very seldom cases where I'm like, well, that guy might treat her badly, and then doesn't treat her badly.
Yeah.
Like it's like so I agree in the sense that like men have a better idea into the insight of other men, and it can usually be just like picked up on within like a couple of sentences.
Yeah,
because it's like the tone and the statement and how the perception is received. But then you have guys that like talk bad about women or talk bad about other people in general to like try to fit in, and then
there's a lot of social...
they're just like doing that.
Yeah.
And they don't really do that, and they don't really feel that way.
You can usually pick that out too.
Yeah, you can usually pick up on that. So then that feels different than guys who are like, finally no women around, get to talk shit about them, fucking and say all these things, right? And then you're just like, you were like a joke or two, like is one thing, but like, you genuinely feel like women are inferior creatures and need to go away. Like you go over there. Like
you should go away.
Yeah, that person should go away.
Yeah.
Like so that's it's very interesting. And I was in a situation not too long ago where I had to like be like, hey, like this person is not a good person, and I can't really talk about this story. I don't know why I started. But
no, I almost was like, hey, I feel like this happens to you all the time. Never mind.
Yeah, so like, but you do have those guys that they get around other guys and they feel more comfortable, and they're like, well, hey, I'm gonna say all these things.
They say things. It happened to me. Like, I worked with a guy that literally came up to me and told me that he had just sexually harassed a coworker. He had literally just like forced himself, like touched her and stuff that she was not at all consenting to. Yeah. And I was dumbfounded. I was just like, why do you think that's okay? And he just walked off, and then immediately a supervisor came over and was like, hey, have you heard anything about this? Yes, I have. Would you like to read a statement? Yes, I would. Like, and like, you know, that happens. Like, dudes that are gonna do that kind of stuff, but like you also will pick up on it.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that's a thing like where like you watch movies and like they've written a character particularly well that is supposed to be one of those guys, and you find out later, but like there's all these red flags the whole time, and guys are like, that dude's a fucking piece of shit. And like chicks are just like, oh, he's so dreamy. And you're just like, nah, bro. Like, don't do it. Oh man. Yeah, and it happens all the time.
Yeah. I feel like if I meet someone, I feel like I have a pretty good gauge on their vibe. Like I can get a weird vibe from someone. I'm like, I don't think I like them.
Yeah.
I don't think they're good. And then something happens a lot later that I'm like, hey, look, I was right. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually don't say like, I mean, I've been using vibe more often because it is just a
colloquialism.
Yeah. And like, but
there's signs. There's people do things and say things, and like the way they do and say things definitely informs you as to like the rest of their personality, whether it's, and some people are good at hiding that shit. Sometimes you don't know. Yeah. Sometimes you don't know, but like a lot of times people just like are fucking raw dog in reality, and like they don't give a shit if anybody knows, and like they don't say stuff in front of women about doing bad stuff to women or saying bad shit about women, but they'll say it in front of guys because they think it's okay. Yeah. And like, so a lot people know. And, or have an idea.
Yeah. They're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
How would they know? Yeah. Fuck dudes like that.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Fuck them. Anyway, this is random, super serious talk on this not serious at all show.
Yeah. Hey, that's what makes it a good show.
Yeah.
We get all we hit all the marks.
You got another mark you need to hit.
I do have a mark to need to hit. So it is spoopy season still. My favorite of all seasons. And so I watched a spoopy movie.
Yeah.
For my list
another
of
spoopy movie. 10
scary movies of all time. This one, I got to look up the name again so I can pronounce it right.
Oh.
Is a Dutch film.
Oh.
From 1988 called Spoorloos. Spoorloos. Spoorloos.
Okay.
Spoorloos.
So that says The Vanishing.
Yes, it translates to The Vanishing.
Okay.
Or Traceless.
3 different titles for the same movie.
I feel like I've heard of this movie.
I don't know why it's on this horror list, to be honest.
Really?
It's more, I want to say it's more of a thriller, but not really.
Huh.
Not a whole lot happens in this movie. It's not a bad movie.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like from 1988, but it's this couple that are on a holiday.
Yeah.
And they're going biking, and they have like their bikes on the car, and they stop at a gas station, and she goes to get drinks for them.
Oh, okay.
And then doesn't come back.
Yeah.
And then he's looking for her, and for 3 years. There's no sign of her. No one has seen her. Anything that happened. He keeps getting postcards and letters, not emails, letters from the guy who says that he had kidnapped her, and he said they want to meet, and he sends him for this at this restaurant, but he never shows up.
Yeah.
And then he eventually goes over on television and explains his story. And it's like, I just want to meet you. I just want to know what happened. And throughout the movie, he has another relationship with this girl, but it ends poorly because he's just obsessed with this. Yeah. Then the guy who kidnapped her eventually meets him, and explains to him that because he's a professor, this super smart, intelligent guy. And he grew up, he knew he didn't have a conscience. And so he just was trying to see how far he could go before it was too much.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's not bad. It's a cool premise-ish, but there's nothing horror about it. It's more of a thriller, and not really a thriller either. It's It's paced. It's kind of slow.
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt really odd on this list.
What?
Dude, I've seen this.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I don't know when. I don't know why.
I was gonna say, I was wondering if there was an English remake.
There was, but I don't think it was received as well as this one.
Yeah,
Is it
they
this
usually
Jeff
aren't.
Bridges and Kiefer Sutherland movie?
No,
Okay.
but that could be the remake. It wasn't a bad movie. It's just like it felt off. It was on this horror list, and there really wasn't any.
Yeah, especially like scariest movies.
Yeah.
Maybe people are just like super scared of being kidnapped.
I mean, there is a scene where, like, towards the end, where he's like, "Well, if you want to know, the only way I can truly show you what happened to her is I have to show you." And he like drugs him, and he wakes up and he's underground in a box, like being buried alive. It's like that's pretty spooky, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
So the movie you're talking about and the Jeff Bridges, Kiefer Sutherland movie are both based off the same book called The Golden Egg.
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't bad. Like, I didn't hate it, but it just kind of threw me off so much that it was on this horror list when it should be like a thriller.
Yeah.
And it's kind of
Yeah.
slow. It kind of suffers from like
Age.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Sure.
But overall, not terrible.
Hmm.
I'd say it's worth a watch, but like it's a little slow.
Yeah.
But just know that as you go in.
Okay.
But yeah, that was on my spooky list.
Not that spoopy.
Not that spooky. That's all the horror movies I watched.
Okay.
So I think it's time for Hang It Big Brain with Dave.
Hang it, big brain with Dave.
I
guys
missed hanging brain with you,
Oh,
Dave.
buddy, I missed you hanging brain with me too. This one is going to really test you guys' brains. You
Bullshit.
guys are going to be super sleuths in this one.
Oh shit.
And I have found an article that 7 mystery riddles only a true detective can solve.
Envelope.
Envelope. I found an envelope.
No. Never mind.
So I have 7 mysteries that I'll read to you guys. And when you guys...
Can I explain what I just said?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a Riddler that was at Comic-Con and somebody was interviewing him and he's like, I have a riddle for you. What's the word that begins with E and ends with E and only has a letter in between? It's an
Envelope.
envelope.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
So I have 7 of these. I would read these to you guys. I'm not sure if I want to do, you could work together. No, don't work together. Buzz in when you
Okay.
think you know the riddle. I'll give you some time to think about it. But here's a fun catch. If any one of you guys like doesn't get any of the riddles, like if you don't get any points,
Oh no.
that person has to do the next game.
So
Okay.
the person with 0.
The 0 points. If you don't solve any of the mysteries,
If we
They
both
gotta do the
solve
next-
a mystery, then you're still doing the next game?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So don't get blanked.
If you get blanked, you gotta do the next Hanging Big Brain with Dave. You guys
Okay.
ready?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. Mystery number 1. Blah. What was that?
God damn it.
Unsolved mysteries of the serial killer. That's
Uh-huh.
the name of this one.
Okay.
You guys ready? You listening, Russell?
Yeah.
Oh, where's your buzzers? Good buzzer. Yep, good buzzer.
Riddle me this.
Good buzzer too. An unidentified man in the local town kidnaps people and demands them to take one of the 2 pills that he offers. The pills look identical, but the killer claims that only one is poisonous. When a victim chooses a pill, the killer takes the remaining one. The victims always die after swallowing the tablet with water. How does the killer manage to get the safe pill every time?
Bah.
Russell.
Neither of the pills are poison, it's the water.
Correct. Super sleuth, you. That was quick.
He's heard that one before.
Probably. Have you?
No.
Lies.
Well, so I was like, it's the Princess Bride, and then he said the water thing, and I was like, oh, it's the water.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking the killer was just like a mutant to the poison.
I love The Princess Bride.
Yeah, it's so good.
One of my favorites. 1 point for Russell. So he's not doing the game.
Okay.
This next one's called Breaking Out of the Jail.
Okay.
Think you're a champion at solving unsolved mysteries? That's not the mystery. See if you can figure out the answers to this one. Accused of stealing the farmer's chickens, Jack is locked up in an empty room in the local jail. His cell has a dirt floor and is completely void of any accessories except for a shovel. There is a window overlooking the hills outside. Jack is determined to break out and prove his innocence, but the window is too high to reach. How can he escape? Note that digging a tunnel is not a feasible option because the ground beneath the dirt is rock hard. Jack doesn't have the energy to dig through it as he is deprived of food and water.
What the fuck,
I
Dave?
stumped you.
Is it wordplay? Because
I don't think it's wordplay. Bah.
yeah.
Russell.
So he can't dig a tunnel, but he could dig up dirt to make a mound to get to the window.
Correct. Are you a Sherlock Holmes? Are you a regular super sleuth?
These are the weirdest riddles.
You're a
Yeah.
super sleuth, aren't you?
I mean, like, that was the first thought, but I was like, that can't be right because never mind. It's fine. Now I'm like, he's put in a room, but then it says his cell, so he's not in the cell. He's in just a random room, so he walks out the door.
It's a cell.
Yeah, I was like,
But it says he's in a room, and then it says it's a cell. So he's not in the cell. He says he's locked in a room.
That's true.
Yeah, so it was like...
yeah,
It's tricky.
What?
that one was just problem solving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russell-
the problem, but then I didn't say it.
Russell has 2 points. Pick it up, Shane. Never said that before.
I mean, Russell's got to win another one eventually, right?
Eventually. This is the third mystery is called The Stolen Bracelet.
Yeah.
A woman named Kathy goes to the police claiming that someone broke into her house and stole her diamond bracelet while she was at work. The policemen investigate the crime scene and notice that the bedroom window is broken. There are muddy footprints all across the bedroom floor. However, the room is otherwise neat and organized. The following day, Kathy is arrested for fraud. Can you figure out why?
Bah.
Russell.
The glass was on the outside of the house as if the window had been broken from the inside.
Correct. Partially. There's
Okay.
more to it. But you did solve it. Someone had broken from the outside. There were glass pieces on the bedroom floor. Also, the room was perfectly tidy, which means the so-called thief didn't search
Knew
for items.
exactly where the bracelet
knew where it
was.
Yeah.
But you got it enough, so.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got the general concept.
And you just give me half a point.
You do notice that window was broken from the inside, not the outside, right? Huh?
Huh? What? Good job, Russell. Mystery number 4.
How many are there?
7.
Okay.
This one's called The Old Woman Who Lived Alone. An elderly woman lived alone in her house by the suburbs. She rarely left the house and knew only a few people. One Friday morning, the mailman called out for the woman, but didn't receive a prompt answer as usual. Upon peeking in through the window, the mailman realized that the woman was murdered. The mailman realized that I just read that again. I got confused.
Should have just committed.
The police investigated the house and found Tuesday's newspaper by the dead body. Also, by the door outside, there were 3 unopened bottles of milk, one of which had gone bad. The police arrested the killer the very next day. How did they figure it out so quickly?
Does it say in there what day it is?
I'll read it again if you'd like.
Yeah, go ahead.
An elderly woman lived alone in her house by the suburbs. She rarely left the house and knew only a few people. One Friday morning, the mailman called out for the woman but didn't receive a prompt answer as usual. Upon peeking in through the window, the mailman realized that the woman was murdered. Murder happened. The police investigated the house and found Tuesday's newspaper by the dead body. Also, by the door outside, there were 3 unopened bottles of milk, one of which had gone bad. The police arrested the killer the very next day. How did they figure out so quickly?
Riddle me this.
Shane!
Because the newspaper from Tuesday was in there, and the bottles of milk were there for longer than the newspaper. Well, the first one was the same day. So there's 3 bottles of milk. So Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. I mixed them up.
Correct.
Yeah.
But who's the killer, though?
Oh, it didn't ask how. It asked how they figured it out so fast.
Oh, okay.
This is a newspaper boy?
It's a mailman.
It was the mailman. The mailman brings the newspaper?
The mailman killed the old woman because the newspapers for Wednesday and Thursday weren't found in or outside the house. This means he knew that there would be no one to read them. He tried to trick the police by reporting the crime himself, but it turns out he isn't too smart at creating riddles after all.
But it'd be the paper boy, but whatever. What mailman brings newspapers? Like the penny saver?
Yeah, I don't know. Because the mailman did it.
Okay. I feel like the mailman. I feel like the mailman was framed by the paper boy.
That's the real mystery. Question number 5. This one's called Friend Turned Foe.
Why'd you look at me like that?
I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I love you.
Love you too, Dave.
Yeah. I want to read this mystery to you.
Okay.
Solve it, friend.
Okay.
Amy goes to her friend Maria's house on a wintry evening only to find her dead.
Okay.
When the police learn about the incident, they question Amy how she found out. Amy says that she knocked on the door and rang the bell repeatedly. Since the light was on in one of the rooms, Amy knew Maria must be home and decided to take a look through the window. The windows were frozen, so she noticed on the iced glass. She breathed on the iced glass, and that's when she noticed Maria's body on the floor. The police suspect Amy is the murderer. Are they correct? Or is it just one of those riddles with no definite answers?
She breathed on the window.
Yeah, I don't know how that's supposed to work. The window is frozen. So, like, she thawed the thin layer of ice with her breath.
No.
Because that works
Riddle
the
me
opposite
this.
way.
Shane!
Yes, they are correct. Because you breathe on a window, you're not going to necessarily... Like, if you breathe on the inside of a window, it fogs it when it's cold. Yeah. And you're not going to melt the ice and then be able to see through the window. So she knew she was already dead.
Correct! I feel like Russell was working that out, too.
Yeah, I mean, we were basically working that one out together at that point. It's like, no, what?
Correct! You guys are tied?
No, he has...
You have an extra.
He has
2, 3?
3.
You have 3.
Yeah.
2.5 and 1.5.
Yeah.
That first one wasn't quite... Your last one and my first one weren't quite right.
Yeah.
Question number 6.
I still think it was the paper boy.
Mystery number 6, sorry.
Mystery
Deadly
number 6.
chemicals. A renowned chemist is found dead in his lab. There is no clear evidence except for a piece of paper lying by the body. The paper is blank, other than the name of 5 elements scrawled across it hastily. Nickel, carbon, oxygen, lanthanum, sulfur.
Lanthanum?
Yeah. Lanthanum? Lanthanum? The guard reported that 3 people visited the chemist that day. His sister, Linnea, his colleague, Nicholas, and his wife, Teresa. The criminal was arrested immediately. Who was it?
What were the elements again?
Nickel, carbon, oxygen, lanthanum, sulfur.
And then who were the people?
Linnea, Nicholas, and Teresa.
Riddle me this.
Shane,
Nicholas.
correct.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he actually spelled his name out partially in the elemental.
Animal table.
Yep.
Correct.
What the fuck I couldn't remember what the fuck
Yeah,
the
that's what I
elemental
was trying to-
symbols, the letters
Periodic
for
table.
the periodic. Yeah, but there's the letters themselves are named what they're named. Not they're just
yeah.
letters on the periodic table. There's like the
Elements.
chemical symbols or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, the last mystery. The murder at high school. The science teacher at Jefferson High School is murdered on the first day of the academic year. The police narrow down the suspects to 4 members of the school: the gardener, the coach, the math teacher, and the principal. However, they all have alibis. Want to hear the alibis?
Hold on. Read the first part again.
Yeah.
The science teacher
Science teacher.
at Jefferson High School
Yep.
is murdered on the first day of the academic year.
Okay.
The police narrowed down the suspects to 4 members of the school: the gardener, the coach, the math teacher, and the principal. However, they all have alibis.
Okay.
The gardener says he was trimming the bushes.
Okay.
The coach says he was playing basketball. The math teacher says he was conducting a mid-year test. The principal says he was in a meeting.
Riddle me this.
Shane!
The math teacher, because it's the first day of the academic year, and he said he was doing a mid-year test.
Correct.
Oh,
Shane.
Yeah.
Boom. You guys are super sleuths. You guys are so good at mysteries.
I didn't get the last one. I was going to say the gardener because his alibi can't be proven. Because everyone else said they were with other people.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's an awfully big lie for that math teacher. Like, who are you
Yeah.
testing? Like, what class? Okay, they're going to say that you were there. Who's in the class? Show me the roll call. Like, that was a bad lie, bro.
That was a real bad lie, bro. Yeah, so this... Shane.
Russell
what?
won.
Oh, Russell won that one.
It was like 3.5 to 2.5.
Yeah.
Did we just not get one?
No, you all got him.
3.5 to 2.5.
No, the halves fucked me up.
Yeah. So it adds up to 6, but we each got 1 half right. So 3 and 4.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
You guys are super
Congratulations,
sleuths. Good job, buddy. And I will do the next Hanging Big Brain with Dave.
Yeah, you will.
One of these days,
I
I'm going
was
to make you
fucking
guys
sweating,
do it.
bro. I do it every time you're not
That's
here.
true, I know. But I don't get to answer it.
I
I
know.
want to answer a question sometimes. Right into the show, a quiz. I don't know. Do it.
If somebody writes in a quiz,
I know
I'll
someone.
have to do it.
I know someone wants to write in a quiz.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like I don't. It's about a very specific thing, and I wasn't sure. We'll make it funny. It'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm confused and scared.
Well, whoever that person is, tell them to write in the quiz.
Please.
And if we get a written in quiz, Dave can answer questions. I'll do
Okay.
the quiz.
All right.
Yeah. But unfortunately, since this is the end of Hanging Big Brain with Dave, also means the end of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
This has been the DQP
Fun.
Weekly.
Oh.
It's been fuck?
Fun.
Fun. Oh, they said fuck. This has been fuck.
Nope. Not anymore, Dave.
Oh, damn it. It's not fun anymore. Russell can't hit on me. Anyways, I am Yep Boy.
Yeah, boy.
And with me as always is the Shane Dog. AKA Shane Nasty.
Ew, that's gross.
Also with us is Russell the Love Muscle.
Oh, yeah.
AKA Producer Russell.
Hey, thanks for listening, guys. Write in questions, comments, concerns, thoughts,
Quizzes.
quizzes,
Whoa.
suggestions.
Suggestive
Love for
stuff.
Dave
Oh, we
at
don't do that.
draftyq@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Drafty Quarters Productions. And for $1, you can support us and make us feel better about ourselves on Patreon.
I think he fell asleep.
Join our general tier admission.
That got weird.
You know what's weird?
Huh.
A game of naps. You know what's weirder? A game of naps followed by fake heart attacks.
What?
I don't get it.
I don't either.
I don't know. I think I fucked that joke up. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know what to go. That really threw me off.
That was a fucking Dimitri Martin joke.
Okay.
You also have to be extremely deadpan to deliver a Dimitri Martin joke.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm not super deadpan.
No.
Thank you for listening. This has been the DQP Weekly. Said that already. We'll catch you on the flip side. And don't let your meatloaf. Don't do it.
This has been a production of the Drafty Quarters Podcast Network.